Hi, I'm Isabella, and I want to let you in on a little secret that I've been keeping from YouTube for over a year now. I have had a very peculiar dream pretty much since I first saw the film Moulin Rouge as a kid, and last year I decided to finally pursue that peculiar dream, leave my life as I knew it behind, and run away to Brighton to become a showgirl with no dance experience. And it actually happened. This kind of showgirling is actually called burlesque, and somehow I ended up performing on the stage of a well-known cabaret venue only 11 months after starting my burlesque journey. How on earth did I get here? In this series, I'm going to take you through my entire burlesque journey so far. How I started out, how I created my acts and costumes, how I actually started booking gigs, behind the scenes into the glitz and glam and the not so glamorous, and what it's really like working as a burlesque performer in the UK. If you are a member of my Patreon, you will already know all about my burlesque endeavours because I've been posting vlogs about it there for the past year. By the way, it's only £2 a month. If you want access to lots more content, including all my burlesque vlogs, the link is below. So subscribe to watch more, thumbs up the video to give it a chance in the algorithm, and if you want to know when new episodes come out, click the notification bell or sign up to my email group linked below. Okay, but what exactly is burlesque? Because thanks to a certain movie, it seems to have been misinterpreted. So let's get this straight. The movie Burlesque is not actually about burlesque, and it does not really include any burlesque in it, or at least not what the meaning of burlesque is today. Burlesque has a whole lot of history, but what it's known as today is the traditional art of striptease performed in a theatrical style, and it does not involve full nudity. The performer usually ends up in a thong and pasties which cover the nipples, and it's typically performed in a classic vintage style. Think highly feminine, sparkling, elegant, sexy, but it doesn't have to be any of those things. It can be performed in many different ways by anyone, any race, colour, size, age, gender. Some burlesque stars that you might recognise the names of are Dita Fonteese, Josephine Baker, Gypsy Rosalie, Betty Page. So how and why on earth did I end up doing this? My interest in burlesque started the same way most people's does, when I saw my first ever burlesque performance, and I was only 15 years old at the time. It was a family-friendly performance, but I was absolutely mesmerised by this lady's costume. It was yellow and sparkling and gorgeous, and I just remember thinking to myself, how on earth did this woman end up doing this as a job? It looked like the dream job. And I think what made it extra special is the fact that I caught her bra when she threw it into the audience, and I was thoroughly disappointed when I realised I had to give it back. Burlesque costume pieces are not souvenirs if they're thrown to you in the audience. So it was hardly surprising that when a burlesque dance class popped up in my area, I was the first one to apply. Problem was, I was only 16 and you had to be 18 or over for obvious reasons. But I somehow managed to convince the woman running the classes to let me join in. Now, before you pop off in the comments about my age, the routine that we learned was really very tame. There was just 5 of us in the course. We were all women. It was really very private. No one ever saw us perform it. It was really just a safe space for us to play around with corsets and feather boas. And I actually still have that costume to this day. I nearly sold it a couple years ago and I couldn't bring myself to do it. 2 years later, for my 18th birthday, my mum took me to my first cabaret bar. It felt exclusive and sexy, and the waitresses wore lingerie. I remember thinking to myself, this would be my dream place to work. I even bought my first pair of nipple tassels there, which I kept in a box for years and never wore, and I don't even know what happened to them. And it was around this time that I started collecting vintage lingerie and cabaret brochures and calendars with pictures of burlesque dancers in them and pin-up, and I remember just flipping through and looking at these gorgeous burlesque dancers and just wondering how on earth they got to where they were. Now, technically, I was now an an appropriate age to pursue it. But although I had a courageous spirit, I was a shy and awkward teenager with many different dreams, and I didn't have a lot of confidence yet or life experience, and I had a boyfriend that did not approve. In fact, I'm going to tell you what happened. One Valentine's Day, my then boyfriend and I walked past a shop with a gorgeous sparkling lingerie piece covered in rhinestones. I was drawn towards it and I started talking about what a perfect burlesque costume it would make, hinting at the fact that I would kind of like to do that one day, and he was not pleased at all, and he made it very clear that that was not going to happen. And within minutes, my dreams were shattered. I ended up in tears as we walked down the street and headed home, and it was never spoken of again. That relationship ended 3 years later, and sadly, that dream never re-emerged. It wasn't until 8 years later, one autumn day when I was riding a horse in the middle of Memphis, that the idea would pop back into my head. I was 26 with nothing but a YouTube channel and an acting degree, and I was feeling really lost in life. Hence why I had suddenly up and left to America for 6 weeks. For the rest of my time on my spontaneous adventure to the States, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And that's when I decided to myself, after all those years, do you know what? I should actually give that a shot. It was the end of the year, a perfect opportunity to make my New Year's resolution to create a burlesque act and perform it on a stage to an audience, no exceptions. I was gonna make it happen. And would you believe the weirdest thing happened? The very same week I got back to England, my mum let me know about an intermediate burlesque course that had just popped up out of nowhere in our town. And it gets weirder. This course was centered around creating your first burlesque act, tick, finishing with a performance on a stage, tick, to an audience, tick. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. And I have never signed up for something so fast in my life. But of course, I was gonna need a stage name. So after much deliberation, I came up with the name Loretta Harlow. The course started in February, and every week for 2 months we would show up, show each other our progress, and give feedback on our acts. And every week I would go home and work on my choreography and costume. And for some reason, since being a teenager, every time I imagined myself doing a burlesque act, the same song would play in my head. And that song was I Just Wanna Make Love to You by Etta James. And so that is the song I chose for my first act. Next came planning the costume, probably the most fun and vital part of the burlesque routine because the whole dance routine is centered around it. Now at this point it was still early days and I was still unsure if the course would actually lead me to ever pursuing it in any kind of professional way, so I decided not to spend too much money on the costume just in case it didn't work out for whatever reason. Looking back though, I wish I'd spent the money. So anyway, I cheaped out and worked with what I already had, which was a black Halloween corset. But I knew my costume had to look unmistakably burlesque. It had to be stockings, suspenders, gloves, high glamour, the whole works. So I went with a classic glamorous style. I threw a bunch of rhinestones on my corset, and for the skirt, I upcycled an old black pencil skirt that I had. I added a zip to the side, which took me 4 attempts. I'm not going to talk about it, but it was well worth it in the end. I also ordered some organza to make a fishtail bottom for the skirt, and of course added rhinestones to everything. A painstakingly long process which every showgirl drag queen dancer and performer will know all too well. I also ordered some cheap red lingerie, black gloves and stockings, and I ordered some dance shoes, which were a game changer. So much easier to dance in than normal heels. And please don't judge the low heel. As a beginner, I figured I'd work my way up slowly. I decided to make my own pasties, which I learned how to do from Jo Weldon's Burlesque Handbook, and my most expensive purchase was the oversized boa, which I got on Etsy. I curled my hair and whipped the front up into a vintage victory roll, and to finish the look, I made a hairpiece out of the feathers that fell out of my boa during rehearsals. Nifty, I know. So I had the look together. Now the dance routine. Creating the dance routine was harder than I thought. Knowing that I'd be performing it to an actual audience made me overthink every single move. And though I do have an acting background, I am not a dancer. So I ended up keeping it as simple as I could, and I just used classic burlesque moves that I learned from YouTube tutorials, and I tried to just add my own flair with whatever felt right with the music and the costume. It took a lot of practicing and feeling like an idiot and not feeling good enough, but by April, I had completed my first act, which I performed for the very first time on a stage to an actual audience, and it was so much fun. I've ticked off a lot of dreams and goals in my life, but this has got to be one of the most special things I have ever done for myself. And that was now over a year ago. So much has happened that I can't wait to share with you. So make sure you stick around for episode 2. If you want to see more in-depth and longer burlesque vlogs, you can check out my Patreon where I've already posted most of my burlesque journey so far. You can also see how it's all going on my Instagram and TikTok at lorettaharlow.burlesque. Please remember to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, give this video a chance in the algorithm. And here's your reminder to go and see a burlesque show. Bye.
Do you wanna feel what I feel? When you step away